Hey yo, what is up everybody? It's B Militant. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host here on the Redskins review. You guys, I guess first things first, they've been saying they've narrowed down the names to 3 different names for the football team to change their name to. Yet again, like I said, whenever we figure that out, I'm going to go ahead and change my name accordingly. But what I need you guys to do is go over to Jason Wright on his Twitter and just keep hounding him with you want the Red Wolves, because I feel like most of us want the Red Wolves, and if we don't stay vocal about it, I have a feeling they're gonna pick some dumb BS. And honestly, so out of some of those other names and stuff I've seen, I'm cool with the Washington football team, even though I'd rather have a name, this or that. But yeah, you got to make it vocal that we want the Red Wolves. So first things first, getting into this game, the Washington football team versus the Bengals, second preseason game. I think all 3 of our quarterbacks played well, but yet again, I'm wearing the shirt for a reason. Need to start this off by yet again saying, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I know I've seen what I need to see. Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't play bad, but Taylor Heinicke is, in my opinion, should be the starter. It is what it is. I heard, I heard that in practice Fitzpatrick looked a lot better than everybody else. I don't care. Look at the game. Look what happened in the game. And yeah, of course, Heinicke had that one fumble, and also Fitzpatrick almost, him and Humphreys weren't on the same page, and he almost threw an interception. So I am still worried about the offense just in general, but I think Taylor Heinicke's clearly could do more for this football team, and he has the upside, whereas Patrick's been in the league for 17 years. We kind of understand, we know what he's about. And there's just plays after plays of Taylor Heinicke just rolling out just once something, and he doesn't just run right away. That's the thing. That's what makes him so good. Is he'll stand there, and when he does notice the pocket is closing in on him, or there's an opportunity for him to move the pocket outside, and then also keep his eyes downfield, that's what he does. I forget who it was at halftime or whatever. He was saying the same thing about Heinicke. He's like, this guy's a problem. And if you look around the NFL and you see the quarterbacks who are at the top of the game and everybody wants is Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, guys like that. We have a similar guy like that right now, and we could dare to be great, and we could do something, but we need to stop being the team that we've always been, which is like a conservative, like just doing, okay, hey, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick. We have a really good defense. We're going to run the ball. We're going to have Fitzpatrick, who's a veteran guy who's going to do this or that. Nah, F that, man. We have a dynamic guy who can extend plays and run for first downs. But granted, yet again in my notes, I have Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't look too bad getting out of the pocket on the one play today. But still, like I said, I've seen enough. Taylor Heinicke, in my opinion, put that kid in there. I want to see him start. Really don't know. And the thing is, I really don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, knowing our coach, he's an old school guy, and he's going to sit there and do exactly what I just said. Hey, we have a good defense. We can run the ball. We have a veteran like Ryan Fitzpatrick. But to me, I feel like that's stunting the growth and the possibility that we have to do something great here. And Taylor Heinicke is fun to watch. He gets out of danger, and he can always throw the ball down the field. So had to start off the video with that. Diami Brown had a pretty good game. St. Juice had another good game. Obviously, all eyes are on Patterson, and that's another thing. Someone was talking to me about it the other day. What's up with looking at Patterson here? And then you think about how many running backs we have. Who's going to make the team? Who's not going to make the team? Is Peyton Barber going to make the team? I would, until today, I would think he would, because he's done so much for us last year. But I mean, man, today with Patterson, having that kickoff return, and just he's doing everything he can to make the football team. So it's going to be a really hard decision here, at the end of preseason, or whoever's going to get cut and whatnot. Landon Collins with the big hit. Good to see him back. He seemed like 100%. He didn't look like he was worried about nothing. He didn't look like, he was 100% flying around. That's good to see. I was really worried about him in that position this year. And I do this every so often, and I just have a feeling like it's weird. I understand people are going to be like, this makes no sense, this, that. But at the beginning of the season, I was thinking to myself, I think this football team is going to go, our season is going to go by how well of a season Landon Collins has. If Landon Collins plays lights out this year, if he's there for every game, he doesn't get hurt, and he plays well and like what we're paying him, I think we're going to have a hell of a year. If he goes back to not playing so hot like he was before he got injured, or he gets injured or this or that, I think we're going to have another year exactly like last year, where there's ups and downs. Hopefully, we think more good than bad. But I don't know. I think just having that extra piece of the puzzle on defense like that is a big deal. That would really make us a literally shut down defense. Like you saw it today. Almost like at the beginning, almost at the halftime, the Bengals only had one first down the entire first half. So hopefully that's what we're going to continue seeing out of our defense. I have a lot of notes. I like to talk more about stuff that just comes to mind, but I wrote a lot of notes for this one, so I just want to get in here, get these notes done, and get out. First play of the game, Fitz looks comfortable and hits Logan Thomas for a first down and more. That was a really good play by him, and you could tell that he was comfortable in the pocket, and he had ideas of what he was going to do, and he played it very smoothly. Fitz shows he has a little bit of mobility. He runs out to the right, I believe, and he hit Dyami Brown, but he should have caught it. Apparently, he dropped it. Our starting defense still looks legit on the first possession. Joe Theismann had a good point about how Gibson always falls forward. This is something I already knew, but I didn't really put it into words. But that's very true. Whenever you watch Antonio Gibson and he's about to be tackled, or he's getting tackled, or there's multiple people tackling him, his head is going first. Like he's falling forward at all times. I didn't like the challenge on the 4th and 1. Now, obviously, I don't know what's up with how long it takes to get like replays and stuff down to the sideline, but I didn't really like that challenge on the 4th down or whatever, where they weren't sure if he got the first down or not. I thought it was pretty clear. If anyone saw just one replay of it, they would have seen. So I don't really know what that was about. Also, I'm not sure why they let Gibson run it on the 4th and 1 when we have Peyton Barber. That's pretty much what he did for us last season. Why not see if he can't do it again? I wrote, excuse me. They seem to be starting McTire at corner, and they started, I don't know, there's a lot of people coming in and out, and early in the game too. But McTire, I think, had a hell of a game. And I wrote, glad we shut down Samaj JP. Ryan, dude's a bum. I'd never liked Samaj JP. Ryan, to be honest with you. Our run defense is looking good. 3rd and 8, and their wide receiver drops it because Landon Collins is all up in his face, and he obviously didn't want none of that smoke. Cam Sims fumbles the ball, and I wrote, dude has had enough chances. Like we all know Cam Sims has hell of an upside, but he just doesn't seem to be consistent. And I mean, man, how many more chances does this guy need? Like he's made incredible plays and this or that, but he's never consistently had good games. He's never consistently blown anybody away. St. Juste has a good play in the end zone, using his body to help push the wide receiver out of bounds. Last drive of our starters, and Gibson is looking good. He's very patient when he needs to be. Dyami Brown makes a great catch on the outside. You can see there's a lot of talent there with him. I think that might have been the throw from Fitzpatrick to the outside. Fitzpatrick has a decent amount of overthrows. That's one thing I need to bring up. First game, second game. Now, don't get me wrong. If Fitzpatrick is going to be missing, and he's missing high, he's been doing it when it's okay to do it, like in the end zone and stuff like that. He's throwing it hot, like overthrowing people. When like deep passes, like when he's overthrowing people, he's overthrowing everybody. Or like today in the end zone, he's overthrown the wide receiver, and it's just a lot of overthrows, man. And like that could have been a touchdown, and anybody that was out there playing quarterback should have been judged for it. Should have been a touchdown. It's just probably his biggest issue this preseason is the overthrows. Fitz almost throws a pick. Him and Humphreys don't seem to be on the same page. It looks really bad, and we don't know what was supposed to happen. We don't know if Humphreys was supposed to keep running that route and he was expecting to do that. I don't know. We don't know. So can't really put all of that on Fitz. I mean, we don't know what was predetermined. They know each other, so I don't know. I don't know how they did that. How they messed that up. Another overthrow by Fitz in the end zone. Heinicke keeps the play alive, but fumbled the ball. Nice hit by Landon Collins. He's not afraid to go full speed. Jason Wright was on TV, and I'm glad that he's a part of the organization. That guy seems really solid. Heinicke to AGG for 17 yards. That was a good play. Dyami Brown needs to be told where to go. So there was this one play where Heinicke had to show Dyami Brown where he had to line up, and instantly when I seen that, I was like, it's gonna be a run play. If it was a pass play, he would have known. He would have known. And to me, that's always like, if a wide receiver doesn't know where he's supposed to be, then it's gonna be a run play. And sure enough, it was a run play, and we didn't get shit out of it. So that needs to be cleaned up. 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Bengals have only one first down. McTire's looking good. He's very good at showing the wide receiver out of bounds, like using his body to just keep pushing him out of bounds without actually putting hands on him. Heinicke makes something out of nothing, rolls to the left and runs for over 10 yards for a first down. Heinicke in a 2-minute drill here is looking fantastic. And then right after I wrote that, he threw the low ball that was batted and almost intercepted. But in that 2-minute drill, when he was hurrying up and everything, he just seemed like he's got it together, man. He seems like he's got a command of the huddle and all that. Heinicke gives Cam Sims a good ball in the end zone, and he can't come down with it in bounds. Troy Apke is playing corner now, which I think is kind of a good idea. But also the thing is, we have a lot of depth at corner. We might not have a ton of superstars, but we have pretty good depth. We have so many people that have been here a couple years now, and we're still getting younger guys to play corner for us, and people aren't terrible, so I don't know. There's a lot of depth there. So even though I like the idea of Troy Apke playing corner, I just don't know if he's going to make the cut. Is he going to even make the team if he does that? The defense all night is flying around to the ball. Every single phase of defense I really enjoyed watching because they all flew to the football, and it's good to watch. It's good to see them do that. Patterson on a good kick return. Peyton Barber needs to be worried about whether he's going to make the team over Patterson now. Strip sack, and Washington has the ball. I couldn't even remember who got that ball out. Patterson gets a touchdown after a few good runs. AGG with a 2-point catch. It was a really good one. Kyle Allen with a nice throw over the middle. Those are all my notes. Kyle Allen, he wasn't in there for too much. We ran the ball a lot when he was in, but I thought he looked pretty good too. I always liked Kyle Allen as well, but he got hurt. But I think Kyle Allen knows the offense. He's got a little bit of mobility too, more than Fitzpatrick. So it's pretty hard for a QB competition here. But if you ask me, I understand. I've heard that Taylor Heinicke threw 5 picks or something in practice. I really don't care. When we see them on the field, Heinicke looks like that new prototypical quarterback that's as a dual threat. And that's what the NFL is changing to, and there's a reason, because of all of the rule changes and stuff like that. That's why all this stuff is happening, and we have a guy right now that we could put out there, and we could, like I said, dare to be great, not just go out there and see what happens with Fitzpatrick, this or that. No, we could go try to take something. You know what I'm saying? And I have a feeling that with Ron Rivera and his old school ways of thinking, I think he's gonna do the safe thing, and go out there and put Fitzmagic out there. But if it's up to me, I think it's clear cut. I think this guy, we play this guy until he proves us wrong, or hopefully he doesn't get another injury or whatever. But there was an interview with him the other day where he was talking about that's what he focused on the off season, and he definitely looks a lot bigger and like more built, more muscle and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yet again, it's a preseason game. Not going to get super all in depth with it. You know what I mean? But I'm just glad that they won, because there was like in another situation, I was talking to someone and they were like, "This is just practice. It doesn't really matter if we win or not. We're not using all of our strategies or this and that." And I was like, yes, but it's also a good habit to make winning a habit, no matter what, whether it's a preseason game or whatever you're talking about. I understand, yeah, it's just practice or this, that, but still, making winning a habit is a real thing. Making winners, having people know what winning's like, and expecting winning from them, it's a big deal. And that's why, the first game, it didn't really bother me too much, but I for damn sure wanted some wins, at least, as soon as possible. So I'm glad we got this one. The Bengals looked rough. Have no idea what Joe Burrow would have looked like, but I have a feeling our defense is one of the reasons why they aren't going to play him. And yeah, so I thought the team played well overall. Happy with it. I think number one. Also, hold on, I almost forgot. And this is the thing. The reason I didn't even bring this up or say anything about Dustin Hopkins, because he did his job. The man did his job. So no, don't even need to speak about him. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. That's all we want. For you to do your job, and we're not going to be at the very beginning of this video, people ranting. Do your job, and you're not even going to get talked about. Unless you hit like a 50-yarder or something to win us a game, then hell yeah, I'll be up here talking about you. But you probably don't want people talking about you, because then that means you did your job. So good on him. And I'll leave it at that, guys. Hail to the Washington football team, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.